Sorry about that. It went flying. All right. Let me pull it up on this one and we'll get started. And then I'm probably not going to come back on again until 9:30 tonight because I really want to clean this house. And it's nice out today, so I want to open all the windows and clean the house. We'll see. I'm not going to go crazy. We'll see what happens. So, how is Kay feeling towards me for Coco? She feels that you're strong, attractive. You may be seeing or speaking to her more often in the near future. She thinks that like there's cause for celebration around the situation. 3 of Cups. That would be like feeling happy around the situation and that there's success around it. Feeling successful. Feeling like you guys are about to embark on a transformation. You are spiritually connected to those you love. Allison, general reading for the summer. Okay, you got a couple of things happening. You have a transformation, personal transformation happening over the summer. Starting a complete transformation. Moving forward, you have an air sign coming in, Aquarius, Libra, or Gemini. There's also some hard work around you. It could be a new area of study, a new job, or an apprenticeship that brings in money in the future, a lot of money, and you feel like the weight of the world has been lifted off your shoulders and that all the hard work you put out into the universe is starting to come back to you money-wise. It also looks like happiness comes in and somebody out of the blue that you least expect you hear from. Maybe a fire sign, Leo, Sagittarius, or Aries. The more loving care you give yourself, the more love you have to give to others. Adriana. Is he missing me? Yes, he definitely misses you and he thinks about you all the time. And where does the power come? It comes from within. AJ, what is manifesting in my life? Oh, good stuff here. A large amount of money with a lot of respect, or being well compensated for work that you do. The Empress, love, money, abundance, fertility, prosperity. If you want more children, that's possible. If you don't, be careful when that card shows up. But it's like love, being treated really well, and the divine, being at the right place at the right time. And with the, where was it? Knight of Swords, it happens out of the blue. So you have a lot of good things happening that may happen all at once out of the blue when you least expect it. When you meet your soulmate, you'll feel calm, no anxiety, no agitation. Inez, love for June. What's going on, lady? You want to tell everybody what you did last night? What did you do last night? She started rolling over, and I put her to sleep on her back, and she would roll to her side. She rolled all over the crib. Right? You were rolling around? I know you want to crawl, but you're not there yet. You gotta wait. You gotta wait. You gotta wait. You're too small yet. Okay, love for June for Inez. Anxiety and worry starts to move into the past. Moving forward, you have a love connection it's being a little bit held up. The Two of Cups in reverse could be a breakup if you're with someone now. If you're not with someone right now, it just may be that it's a little ways off. Sun is coming in around your love life. It just may not be happening in June. It may take a little longer. There's some indecision around you. Heading into July, you may be feeling more like you have a wish that comes true. You have an Aquarius and you have a Sagittarius around you, feeling like you've made it to the top of the mountain. So the beginning of June may be a little bit slow, a little bit stagnant, but by the time we get to the end of June and heading into July, you have a couple of players coming in, Sagittarius and Aquarius. Don't be afraid of losing someone who doesn't want you. Inez. Will it work out if John the Aries, with John the Aries or Alex the Pisces? Okay, let's see. Will it work out with John the Aries? You got a good shot with the Aries, about 80%. Let's see with the Pisces. Avery, please. The chance is much higher with the Aries than with the Pisces. They're only about 33% with the Pisces. Never give up on something you really want. Ashley, can I trust Joe? Is he trying to change this time? You get a 70% chance, yes, he's trying to change, and that you can trust him. He's working on it. You know, it may take time. Sometimes old habits die hard. That's okay. I think he's legitimately trying to change, or he's working on himself. Life is a great big canvas. Throw all the paint on it you can. What happened, baby? What happened? What happened? You got a little more left. You want to finish it? Want to finish it? CL, how is OV feeling towards me these days? What? You want to go in your bouncer? I'll bring your bouncer over. All right, I'll get your bouncer. Let me get your bouncer. All right, hang on one second. Let me get the thing. All right. You want to go in here? Want to go in your bouncy thingy? Yes. You're laughing. You're smiling. You want to go in the bouncer? All right, get in there. Get in there, baby. There's that leg. There you go. All right, bounce around, buddy. Oh, did I sit on your foot? I'm sorry, Dylan. All right, we're checking on how OV is feeling. He's feeling a little unbalanced. 3 of Pentacles in reverse, but that usually has more to do with a job or finances. Overall, he's feeling, he may be having trouble with money or a job. 6 of Pentacles is in reverse too, which is feeling like not respected or not being well compensated. How he's feeling about you. He may be going through a little bit of a shitty time right now. Around you, you got good fortune and you have a wish. He feels though like he has choices, or he's got a lot of decisions he has to make. And it looks like he may be backing away from things. If you feel him kind of pulling away, he may be pulling away a little bit. Give it some time, because Six of Cups brings him back. And then you should be feeling a little bit more like you're on solid ground. He may just be going through something, and it could be affecting his entire life. He thinks that you're caring, kind, loving, down to earth, responsible, reliable, attractive, and spiritually connected. The hottest love has the coldest end. Ashley, will Joe be home in June? Well, I'm not convinced, but it could be like this. It's only 33% chance with one ace, but the Fool is here, which is like spontaneous. So it may not be something that he plans, and then all of a sudden he's able to get home. Release your worries and receive universal abundance. Sepia, general reading. First thing that comes up is feeling a little bit more financially stable, possibly paying off a bill or something that's been hanging over your head moves into the past. Hangman in reverse, life starts to move forward. Maybe some small arguments and bickering around you, not the biggest of deals, but something to look out for. Love cup is full. New love can be entering your life. That may be an Aquarius. You have good fortune around you and good luck. You also may be planning a spontaneous trip out of the blue to water, by water, or around water. You're spiritually connected to those you love. Sister, how is he feeling about us? He's feeling a little bit disconnected and a little bit anxious. However, he also feels like the powers that be will bring the two of you back together at the right time. He's sort of relying on what will be, what's meant to be will be, and I don't have to do anything. He's kind of, it's sort of like taking the coward's way out. Like, I think, like the way it comes off, but he kind of feels like when the timing's right, you guys will be talking again, or things will move forward again. Adventure awaits, go find it. Starbright, why didn't M respond to my text yesterday? What are you looking there, Dylan? Your leg? It comes up here, Eight of Cups and the Eight of Pentacles and the Three of Pentacles would be hard work and being grounded and responsible. If this isn't like him physically going to a job and working, this would be him working with somebody and not like being actually legitimately being busy doing something, painting a house, cleaning out a closet, working hard, not having time to talk or not having enough time to talk. Success around this situation, he should get back to you at some point, maybe today or tomorrow. All you need is to believe in yourself. Kira, did Leroy really tell Laurel that I'm moving in? I smell pancakes. I got a 33% chance that he did. 33 is kind of low. The more loving care you give yourself, the more love you'll have for others. 33% is kind of low, but I think he's going to tell him. If he hasn't yet, it's been coming up that he's going to tell him. Oh no, I'm out of coffee. All right, I'll get it in a minute. Oh shit. All right, let me get coffee on my face because she just spit up. What happened, eh? Where is the burp cloth? Are you sitting on it? Oh, I'm sitting on it. What happened? Look at me, baby. Look at me. All right, let me wipe that. Hold on. Hold on. All right. Oh, you're going to need to take a bath today. Oh, that's good coffee. That's good coffee. My brother made coffee the other day when I was there. What did he call it? Damn, I don't remember what he called it, but he needed to use instant coffee and cream. And it was kind of like a dessert, so like whipped. I don't know, it was good. Anyway. Ray's pick a card. Have I met or seen the person that I'm meant to be with? Well, we're not just meant to be with one person. We have options and free will. So I'm gonna ask the cards, but there's not just one person. Like, you have choices. We have free will in this dimension. So it's not one specific person that you're supposed to be with. You may have a choice. You know, as you move through life, we have different choices. People connect differently. So have we met somebody that we're supposed to be with? No, I don't believe you have yet. Let's see. The hottest love has the coldest end. TD, how does this coming week look? Okay. Hey. Good boy. Good boy. It looks good. It looks like being prepared to move forward quickly. Life can change fast. All you need is to believe in yourself. Deirdre Irene, will my YouTube channel be successful? Yes, it's going to take a little bit of time. Don't stop working on it. Keep putting the time in. And life is a great big canvas. Throw all the paint on it that you can. Definitely keep working on it. You may feel like at some point it's like really stagnant, and then all of a sudden things take off. Kira, will I be able to lose the extra weight soon? Yes, you will. I'm going to say over the summer. Your life doesn't get better by chance, it gets better by change. So when it comes to weight loss, I mean, I'm struggling right now. I weighed myself this morning. I have not lost any weight. Still weighing in at 175. 175, that means I have 50 pounds to lose to get back to where I was before I had Avery. And, you know, like I tell everyone, it's math. You have to take in less than you burn. So what's helped me the most that I think really is the Fitbit. Right now I haven't been doing this, but when I was working and before Avery was born, the first thing in the morning, if you could do some cardio, even if it's just go out for a 20-minute walk, by the end of the day, you will have burned a significantly more calories just because you raised your metabolism at the beginning of the day. The Fitbit taught me that. Just from looking at my statistics, when I was running every day, if I ran 3 miles first thing in the morning, like 5:30, 6 o'clock, 7 o'clock in the morning, 3 miles in the morning, I would burn more calories for the day than if I ran 6 miles in the afternoon. So keep that in mind. Also because, I mean, like for me, I love to run. Running isn't good for your knees. Running less, but getting more out of it is beneficial. So that's just a tip that I found to be helpful. If you can get out in the morning for a 20-minute walk, a half hour if you have it, you'll notice the weight come off much quicker because you'll burn more calories by the end of the day. Miss Levon, General. Well, you got a passionate new beginnings coming. It happens out of the blue when you least expect it. You may be toying around with taking a class or picking up a new area of study, something that could make you money in the future. Life starts to move forward quickly, and it looks as if you have the powers that be guiding you. Sagittarius or an adventurous friend comes in that may be a lot of fun to hang out with. You may have a love connection with this person if you're not with anyone right now. You may be undecided about them at first. There's also a Capricorn around you. But overall, you're feeling pretty balanced with your life, and you're feeling like life is moving forward, which is nice. Life is tough, but so are you. Kira, why did my godmom, Renata, spread a rumor about me? That's terrible. Terrible. Well, it comes up that there's a little bit of jealousy here, that's awful. That's awful. Knight of Cups in reverse is not pleasant either. There may be a little bit of jealousy here. I don't care for that. You are moving on to a steady and reliable path. I wouldn't let it bother you, only because I think that the people in your life know the truth. You know, like people know who you are. That's one thing that I can say that I really believe in. Rumors, first of all, there have been so many rumors about me. Like when I worked at A&P, like I don't even understand where the rumors came from. And like customers, like, but people that know you know the truth. And that's what's important. I mean, rumors, like somebody was like, some of the rumors were just so bizarre. One of them was that my father was born in Hawaii. I don't know where the hell that came from. My father was born in Connecticut, okay? Well, where did that come from? Okay, another one was from a customer where he told one of the cashiers that he was happy to see me back after my divorce. And I was very good friends with that cashier, and the cashier was like, is not divorced. He's like, oh yeah, she left when she got married, and she came back after the divorce. I've never been married. So where the hell did that come from? I had somebody else come in and tell me that they had lunch with my father, and I'm like, no, you didn't. He lives in Florida. I had another person tell me that they worked with my mother. No, you don't, because she's been dead for 20 years. Like, so rumors, you know, I got to the point where I was like, you know what? And then I also, this is such a side note, but that's why I don't believe what people say, because I know the rumors I heard about myself. So when somebody says to me something about someone else, I'm like, it's probably not true. And I don't really buy into it. Like, who the hell said my father was born in Hawaii? Where did that even come from? I have no idea. No idea. Anyway. Stephanie, how is T feeling about me today? He's feeling, yeah, he's got anxiety around this situation. He feels like you're well balanced and you're down to earth and grounded, and he feels like an idiot right now. He comes up as feeling a lot of anxiety around the situation and very undecided about what to do. You definitely have the upper hand in this situation. 6 of Cups. You'll hear from him. He comes back. Harmony is pure love, but love is complete agreement. I don't know if I understand that one. Anyway, yeah, he's feeling like an idiot. He feels undecided. He's got a lot of anxiety because he knows that no matter what he says, he's got to come out with the truth right now, because you're not going to stand for any bullshit, and he knows that. Miss Ronnie, Spirit think that I should give Sag another try. I don't believe that it's spirit. Like, I believe we're put here to have choices. So it's your choice, not anybody else's. I don't think that, you know, I think that the you may be presented by the situation, but I think that it's your choice and not something that the powers that be want you to do or think that you should do. I think that the choice is yours. As far as, you know, like, I believe like divine timing so that you could be presented with the situation, but I don't think it's them that want you to make a choice, yay or nay. According to these cards, it's only a 33% chance. But like I said, I don't think it's their decision. I think they present you with the situation for you to make the choice. You know, just like if you were to say, well, does Spirit want me to steal a bottle of beer from the convenience store? Well, no, they don't want, you know, like if you're presented with the, like say the cashier doesn't charge you for it. So now you're presented with the situation. You decide whether or not you go back in and pay for it. You know what I mean? Situation arises. So you got the same one. Harmony is pure love, for love is complete agreement. What's going on over there, little one? Well, you would bounce better if you didn't have your arm in the leg hole. Right. I keep telling you, but you don't listen. T. Yvette, general love. You're silly. You have a new love offering coming in, or a love opportunity coming in with the Ace of Cups. Use your intuition. It also could be a Pisces if you're not with anyone. If you are with someone, use your intuition in your current relationship. There's definitely a new beginning and a wish around love. Also, a large sum of money is coming in. Your love life moves forward. There's a Pisces. There's also a Virgo here. And you've got good luck and good fortune around your love life. If you're not with anyone right now, these are people that could be showing up. You also may be thinking about taking a vacation near water, to water, or by water. If you are with someone right now, you may be going on vacation with your current partner. You're moving into a steady and reliable path. Hey, 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 what's happening here? Why are you crying? Why are you crying? You want to come out? You bounced enough? Oh. You bounced enough? We gotta clean up this house. Gotta clean up this house, little mama. All right, get over here. Oh, there you go. Go ahead. There you go. Here, you want to look at this? Look at the phone. Who do we have next? We have Anna. Did Jay have a confrontation of the person who stole his phone? Was he an African man descent? Okay, let's see. Did he have a conversation with the person that stole his phone? I'm only getting a 33% chance that he did. He may not know who stole it. He may not know who stole it. He just might know that it was stolen. You know, like maybe because there was phone calls made or somebody was using it. Never make permanent decisions on temporary feelings. Was the phone stolen by an African man? I'm only getting 33% chance it was an African man. But I don't think he knows the person. I think maybe he may have left it somewhere or put it down somewhere and somebody picked it up. Stephanie, still no contact. What's going on with him? What? What is wrong? What is wrong? He is holding himself back. You know, he's having a hard time. He's feeling like a real upside down asshole. Unstable. He feels like he's got no choices. He's undecided about what to do, but inevitably you hear from him because he comes in out of the blue, Nine of Swords. Stop criticizing yourself. You are perfect just the way you are. I think he's going to feel like I hate to say it, it's like such a cowardly way these guys act, and a lot of them do this. They just can't man up, so they just ignore it. It's like such a coward. Really. All right, Bubby. Stephanie, what is he thinking of all the drama we have? He hates drama, and yet he does nothing but create it for himself. He feels very unlucky. He feels like things are not working out in his favor. He feels like he's the victim in this situation. Meanwhile, he's an ass. And he feels unsuccessful. Everything you have ever wanted is on the other side of fear. He feels like he knows he fucked up. He just is not man enough to admit it yet. El Tigre. What is the Aries girlfriend feeling about me today? What is the Aries girl feeling about me today? All right, let me ask first if you're going to meet up. Will we be meeting up with the Aries girl? I'm only seeing a 33% chance that you meet up today. I think you'll meet up eventually, may not be today. Let's see, how is she feeling? Happiness. First card that comes up is happiness. She thinks that you're kind, warm, loving, caring, intuitive, hardworking, well-respected. You might not meet up with her today, but you're going to meet up eventually. In the end, you tried and you cared, and sometimes that is enough. What's the matter, Bubby? Stephanie, is he going to make a move? I think he is. I think he is. I think he may just take time. I think he's dealing right now with a little bit of embarrassment, and once he gets past the embarrassment, you'll hear from him. Yes, you will hear from him. Release your worries and receive universal abundance. What's the matter? What's the matter? Oh! What's happening here, Mommy? What's happening here, little Mommy? Stephanie, did he have sex with you on Saturday? That he blocked me, or I'm going to ask. The thing that I don't understand is, like, he could have had sex with her and not blocked you. What was the reason for the blocking? I mean, you put your phone down, put your phone in the dresser, do what you do. You know what I mean? It's not like you're holding your phone. You better not be holding your phone. Like, there is just no reason for him to block you. That's what I don't get. Let me ask. You need a bath. You're crusty. You're crusty from that spit up over there. We're going to give you a bath. I'm only getting really a 33% chance that they had sex. There's only one ace here. I mean, the Emperor could be kind of a positive, but I don't think that, I don't know. It's not coming up strong enough. All you need is to believe in yourself. It doesn't come up strong enough to me that he made a conscious decision to block you because he was going to have sex with her. That doesn't, I don't feel that. I don't feel he needed to block you in order to have sex with her. And I don't feel like there is much sex between them. Or, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know why he blocked you. I really don't. There is no reason. And it's not coming up high enough for me to feel like they had sex. Maybe one of them was trying. Maybe that was somebody's intent, but I don't know that it actually happened. I don't trust her. Like, not that I don't trust her. I don't think that she's, I don't think that she knows about you. So I don't think she's trying to get in between the two of you. But I don't think that she wants to let him go. I mean, that part about her I don't trust. But I still don't think sex isn't coming up strong enough for me to say that they had sex. Hasti, what are the chances of my marriage in 2021? %70 chance. Your dreams can come true if you have the courage to pursue them. Stephanie, if you read or say that he was intimate with her, okay, let's see. Has he been intimate with her in the recent past? Let's put it that way. Because timing is hard. It's hard to say, did they have sex on Saturday? It could come up, no, but maybe they had sex Friday. You know? Has he been intimate with her in the recent past? I would think in the recent past, the Fool is here. So there was spontaneity, yeah. But I'm still only getting 33% chance. But to be realistic and to be honest, a lot of times when people are breaking up, there is sex that happens. You know, I mean, it could be part of it. I don't think that she's trying not to let him go. So I wouldn't be surprised if, say, within the last month or the last 6 weeks, they did have sex. But it's still, to me, one doesn't equal the other. You know what I'm saying? Like, a lot of times, especially in a relationship like that, where they're really broken up, and she could pop in, he could pop in, there could be a chance for them to hook up, which would be very possible, and it also would be really common. It still doesn't equal him blocking you. Like, to me, that's the part that doesn't make sense. Start reclaiming who you truly are. And the thing, one of my friends said this to me, my friend Nick. I don't remember what we were talking about, but we were talking about something about sex. And he said to me, but Dan, come on, how long does it take? And he's right. I mean, do you need to block someone? How long was it? You know, like the one thing doesn't equal the other. Anyway. Bobblehead. Spell to get over somebody or to stop procrastinating. Spell to get over somebody. I would do a spell to get over somebody on a Tuesday or on a Saturday. I would use a black candle or a very dark blue candle. And basically, I would just put my desire out into the universe like the candle. And if you can, let the candle burn down in one, without having to put it out and relight it. Do it on a Tuesday or do it on a Saturday. Saturday would be better, I think. Stop procrastinating. If this is two different situations, right? Because with the getting over somebody, that's like a healing type of a thing. I would do healing on Sunday, and I would use a lighter blue candle on a Sunday. You could also use white if you can't find light blue. But the same thing. If it's like a healing type of thing, I would do it on a Sunday. If you really want to banish somebody and put them in your past, do it on a Saturday, and then I would use a darker color. Stop procrastinating, which would be something different. I would set that intention on a Sunday, day of the sun, and I would use an orange candle. If you can't find orange, red would be fine. White, you can always use white. But I don't know if this is the same, you know, in other words, like, are you procrastinating and getting over somebody? Sometimes people hold on. If you feel like you're holding on for no good purpose, I would say to do it on healing on Sunday after you do banishing on Saturday. Very simple. I would get a dark candle, dark blue or black for Saturday, a lighter candle, light blue or white on Sunday. I always have a cup of water next to it because it calls in the spirits. I would also have some kind of a crystal, black or blue. If you don't have, clear quartz is fine. Some type of incense. And just state what you want. State it with conviction, light the candle, and let it burn out. So I would do it on 2 different days, Saturday and then again on Sunday. Josette, just send the question then with purple hearts. Violet, question below. How does Spirit feel about me going back home in July? Well, once again, I think that Spirit gives you the opportunity. I don't think that I think that the choice is always yours. I think that's what we're put here to make decisions, which is why we have free will, and things aren't necessarily written in stone, because you can choose to go home or you can choose not to go home. I think that you're just given the opportunity. And what comes up around the opportunity is strength and happiness, and also balance, justice, and good karma. So I think that it would be positive if you went home this summer. All you need is to believe in yourself. Tara. Tara, I don't see your question yet. Oh, it's called Dalgona coffee, the one kind that my brother made. I don't even know how he made it. I didn't watch. I just saw him stirring it, and he asked me to pick up instant coffee for it. Stephanie, will T be decisive if I bring E up when we talk? Defensive when we. It will make him feel very burdened if you bring her up. See, that's a dicey subject for a couple of reasons. First of all, if you and him are not exclusive at this point, then he can really do whatever he wants. I don't know what your situation is if you guys are exclusive. And then the other problem that I have with bringing her up is only because bringing her up and giving her energy gives her power. You don't want him to, like, if you were to come bring her up in front of him, it's going to give her power, and he is going to feel like the two of you are like fighting over him, which then gives him power. You don't want to give her any power. I wouldn't give her any energy at all, because the more energy you give her, the more important she becomes in the situation. We want her to go away. We don't want to give her any more power. So I'm on the fence about bringing her up. Like, if you were to say to him something like, well, you blocked me because you were screwing her Saturday night, that comes off as coming from a very jealous place, an accusatory place, and it gives her power. It gives her the power to have him block you. And I don't want her to have that kind of power. Whether it's true or not, it still gives her power. Like, it gives her energy. It puts her in a powerful position. Like, I show up and you block everyone else. And that's not true. I don't think that the reason he blocked you has specifically to do with her. I don't know why he blocked you, but it doesn't make any sense, because like we said, I mean, how long does it take? He didn't have to block you for 5 minutes, 10 minutes, 20 minutes, whatever. You know, it was just unnecessary. He could have put the phone down. I don't like the idea of giving her power, and I don't like the idea of energy surrounding her. So that's why I would say be careful with how much you say about her or how you bring her up, because it puts her in a position of being in control. She controls the situation by showing up. She controls the situation by him blocking you. She controls the situation by hooking up with him. We don't want her to be in control. We want her to go away. We want her to be insignificant. Never make permanent decisions on temporary feelings. Just think about that before you bring her up. I would rather you, if you're, going to bring up sex or hooking up or any of that, I wouldn't make it about her. I would just make it about somebody else. But even in that case, it gives other people power. Like, somebody has to have a level of power and control over somebody else for them to act like that. Like, for example, if I were going to just have a random friend come here right now, I wouldn't block anybody. First of all, I wouldn't block anybody regardless, because it's my phone. If I don't answer it, I don't answer it. I'll get back to you when I can. But if somebody were to come here and I were to block somebody else, it gives that person like power over what I do. And I don't like that. I just don't want her to have any power in this situation. Like, her time is up. She needs to go. Come on. Stupid. Turn it the other way. Oh, I'm sorry. Oh, there we go. Okay. Baby Lavender. Let me make sure I didn't skip anybody here. Hang on. Baby Lavender. Guidance for this week. You snoring, Dylan? You laying on my pillow snoring? You are going to have choices to make this week. That's what comes up around you, choices. You have the strength to do so. You're in control. You're in charge this week. You have a creative project that's going to be really nice around you. May not be this week, but coming up in the near future. And this week you have good fortune. You make the right decisions. You find yourself in the right place at the right time. Peace comes from within. Do not seek it without. Oh, there's Tara. I got to get Tara. I think this is going to be a nice week for you. You're going to have some opportunities. Tara, here we go. What can I expect in the month of June? Month of June for Tara. Regret, arguments, and bickering moves into the past. A fresh start, being focused on a new business, a new job opportunity, or some kind of a new idea that could make you money in the future. If you're not with anyone right now, you have an air sign coming in, an Aquarius, Gemini, or a Libra. You also have somebody coming in out of the blue. Page of Swords usually feels to me like somebody who you haven't heard from in a while. It also could be a new love comes in unexpectedly or when you least expect it. You have choices to make in the month of June. You also have good fortune. You also have a creative project coming in. You're also not holding yourself back in the month of June. Kind of embarking on a little bit of a personal transformation where you're kind of putting your wants and needs first. And it puts you a little bit, makes you a little bit more confident. Confidence grows in the month of June. The hottest love has the coldest end. Raise. Will I lose all the extra weight soon? You get celebration around weight loss. Yes. All you need is to believe in yourself. Ashmita, is RJ missing me and worried that I haven't texted him? Yes, 33% chance he is worried and missing you. Let me pull one of these cards. You are moving onto a steady and reliable path. Kira, did Renata try to put a curse on you? That would be terrible. Godmother's not supposed to do that. She might have. You know what I'm going to tell you. Salt. Bathe with salt. I don't care what kind. You can use table salt if that's all you have. Black candles, white candles, clear quartz. If you have a black stone of any type, that's protective. I would wear it. Make sure you cleanse it frequently. Florida water and sage are also really helpful. Envisioning yourself wrapped in a white light and propelling any negative energy. Peace comes from within. Do not seek it without. Chloe. I moved on from Mark and saw him today, like you said. I would, but I look like trash. All right, let me tell you something about guys, okay? They don't usually, like, you may think you look like trash, but he didn't notice. I hate to say it like that, but with them, like they'll notice when somebody looks extra hot, but I don't think that they really notice. I don't think he really thought that you looked like trash. Um, I think that like if you always wear like a pale shade of lipstick and then all of a sudden they see you in a dark shade, they notice it and they think it looks good, but they don't always know what it is that's different or what makes you look good. So I don't think that he noticed that you look like trash. Why did I see him? Because you moved on. So what happens is, this is typical law of attraction stuff. And this is what I say all the time to people, right? When you've been focused on somebody, right? You want to call them into your life. You focus on them, and when you let it go, they show up. So it's very hard to do it with somebody that you have romantic feelings for, because it's hard to get them out of your mind. Most of us spend a lot of time thinking about it, talking about it, having conversations with them in our heads. But it's easy once you've moved on and your thoughts are with somebody else. That's when you bang into the person. It happens all the time. So I mentioned this. I do this all the time with yoga students. There was one woman who liked my Pilates class, and I knew her for a long time. She'd been taking my class a long time. We also did our first teacher training together, which was back in like 2010. Her name is Karen. She moved to Florida, but she would pop into my head, and whenever she popped into my head, I knew she was showing up at class that day. It was like a combination of like intuition, but also like a law of attraction thing. It's like she popped into my head and then she would show up. And being that she lived in Florida, it was more than just a mere coincidence of her showing up. Like there are people that I see every day. Sometimes there are people that I see twice a day. But Karen wasn't that person because she lived in Florida. So when she showed up and she popped into my head, I'm like, oh, Karen's going to show up today. We had that kind of connection. But with her, because she was just someone who came to take my class, she was a friend of mine, there weren't those feelings. I didn't think about her obsessively. So when I thought about her and it went out into the universe, it would be like, oh, I wonder where Karen's been. I haven't seen her for a while. Then she would show up, because it was a fleeting thought, right? So with somebody like Mark, who has been in your energy, somebody that you've been focused on and thinking about for some time, it holds the energy very tight. Once you move on and now your energy is with somebody else, that's when it happens. So that's why I always try to tell people, or suggest that they put their energy somewhere else, because when they're really distracted, that's when the first person shows up. It always happens. It's like guaranteed to happen. The trick is making it happen when you want it to happen, because it's hard to release the person. People get very hooked on the what time, when is he going to call, how soon, what day, will I hear from him by Monday, will I hear from him by Tuesday? And that holds the energy very tight. It builds a lot of resistance. You released all that energy and all that resistance when you moved on. That's why you bumped into him. And he didn't think you looked like trash. I can promise you that. Yeah, see, it was all released. Happiness comes in. The powers that be put the two of you at the right place at the right time. This is typical law of attraction. Don't be afraid of losing someone who doesn't want you. So that really pertains to the situation. Letting go of the situation, and then you bang into the person. It happens all the time. You're probably going to hear from him. Because now it feels different for him. Now it feels different. Now you feel different to him when he thinks about you. I'm telling you, it happens all the time. It's frustrating. It's like, now I don't want you, and now you're here. But it happens all the time. You're going to hear from him now. Watch. I'm glad that you moved on from him. It gives you a little bit. I know, but that's the thing. But the idea is that if you can learn how to do that, like some people are really good at it. Unfortunately for me, I don't fall in love easy. I'm not attracted to people. Like, I'm not attracted. Like, I have to be emotionally connected at some level before I start to find somebody attractive. So for me, I have a hard time working with that because I love few people, but the few people that I've loved them deeply. There are some people that can do it like this because they're just open to different people and it works really well for them. Like, that's why we hear all these stories. Like, there's so many stories where they're like, oh, I wanted to be with my ex George for so long, and then I started dating Tom, and then all of a sudden George came back. Or, finally I was dating 3 different guys, and then all of a sudden the one guy that I was interested in for real showed up. That's just the universal laws. It's like the law of detachment. Once you detach it and you let it go, that's why we have all these sayings. A watched pot never boils. If you love something, set it free. If it comes back to you, it's yours. It's like we've had all these tools all along. We just never knew how to use them. And some of us struggle more than others. There are some people that are very open to this kind of stuff. And they just put it out in the universe and it works for them. I know, it's frustrating. Very much. Araceli, does Zeph have fake accounts? Check on my social media. 33% chance they have fake accounts. Everything you've ever wanted is on the other side of fear. Mary Elena. Josette, send it with purple hearts. I'll do it. It's fine. He told his mom that he hasn't been to his apartment with Josie for 4 days. Is that true? And if so, what happened? All right. Is that true? I don't believe that's true. I'm only getting a 33% chance that that's true. That may be part of the story, or it may be over-exaggerated. I don't believe that that's true. Never make permanent decisions on temporary feelings. I don't know if he's lying to his mother or his mother's lying to you, but that's not 100% true for sure. Kira, does Leroy have another present for me, or is he lying? Okay. He's got another present for you. He's not lying. Let things come and go. Stay calm. Don't let anything disturb your peace, and carry on. Zahira, new sub, welcome. Will W get married eventually? His family isn't happy. Well, why? All right. Well, why and I get married eventually? His family isn't happy. You got a 70% chance that you guys will marry with 2 aces. 6 of Pentacles is here, so that would indicate even higher that you guys will probably get married. Everything that you've ever wanted is on the other side of fear. Josette, how is Dre feeling today? How he's feeling about me? Overall, today he's feeling a little bit stable. How he's feeling about you. He's feeling a little bit hurt that he hasn't heard from you. Good. He's got a lot of respect for you today. He feels very connected to you today. Maybe because you haven't reached out to him. Good. He's wondering about you. He's wondering. Good. Maybe he can pick up the phone now. The hottest love has the coldest end. He's feeling a little hurt, I think, that you haven't reached out to him. But he's got to put in some effort. You know, relationships don't work one way. But overall, I think he's feeling a little bit more stable today than he has been in a while. Henna, why am I drawn to Kay? Well, there's success and there's passion around this person. There's also serenity. So what attracts one person to another? I mean, it can be different for everyone. But a lot of times it's either something that we're missing in ourselves or something that we have in ourselves. So it's usually one or the other. You know how they say like attracts like, and then other people say opposites attract? Well, it's either or sometimes it's both. So you may be attracted to something that you see in them that's exactly the same as you, that resonates with you, and it also may be that they're exactly the opposite in another way, and that attracts you. There's also a level of serenity and peace that you feel with this person, probably because of the similarity. You want a person who comes into your life on accident but stays on purpose. Somebody is snoring. Huh? You snoring, buddy? You snoozing? Miss Ronnie. So what exactly does he want if he wouldn't come back and act right? Well, he wants happiness. He wants a transformation. He wants the happy home. The thing is that, and I hate to say this, but for a lot of people, it's like they want something until they get it, and then when they get it, they end up reverting back to their old ways. So that's a possibility with him. He really, right now, it looks like he wants it. He wants to come back. He's going to put effort in. You just have to watch out that he doesn't go back to his old ways. Sometimes the strongest people in the morning are those that cried all night. I know people are very bizarre. I mean, I've seen it happen many times where one person really wants to get back with the other person and they're doing all the right things, and then all of a sudden, once they get back on solid ground, they go back to their old asshole ways. Oh, did you just wake up from your snoozer? Huh? Yeah? Yeah, but Mel, why? I don't understand. Why would he block her? Because I don't know. Maybe I'm just having. I maybe just really stupid and naive because I just don't see any reason why it's necessary. Like, just don't answer the telephone, or put it on silent, or put it on do not disturb. You know, something like that. Like, why do you have to block somebody? What are you doing over there making noise? You trying to lift yourself up? Sarah, why do I always get abandoned or rejected? That comes from self-worth. So, this is soul wounds, self-worth. I feel like most people suffer with the self-worth thing, even if they don't realize it. So, in order, like, at some point, right, if it's something that's always happening, it's because it's something that you believe you deserve subconsciously, which can be really frustrating because it's like, well, I don't know what's in my subconscious, so how can I control it? Well, controlling your conscious thoughts will help reprogram it. So, for example, I've always had an abandonment thing too. started from when I was really little. Like when my mom would drop me off for nursery school, common with a lot of kids, I used to cry because I thought that she was never going to come back. When I was in 5th grade, my father had a company where he used to do a lot of work in Florida. So he used to go to Florida a lot. And when he would leave for Florida, I would cry uncontrollably, like one day he was going to go and never come back. Like it wasn't normal the way I cried about it. Like, you know, like people's parents go on business trips all the time, not a big deal. But to me, it was. So this is something that either I came into this world with that fear of abandonment, and situations came up in my life that reinforced it. So my mom drops me off in nursery school one day, and my brother at the time was like a year and a half, and they had, in the downstairs bathroom, the doorknob was like screwed up. So she went to go to the bathroom before she was coming to pick me up, and she brought him in the bathroom with her and said to him, "Don't shut the door." So what does the kid do? Shuts the door. The doorknob falls out. She's locked in the bathroom with him, and she doesn't show up to pick me up at school. So what happens? I'm abandoned, right? So my fear of her not showing up went out into the universe very strong, and what happened? A situation was presented to me where I was exactly right. She was going to not show up. Long story short, she calls out the window, their kid's getting off the school bus, calls my grandfather, and my grandfather comes to pick me up, whatever. I literally waited 5 minutes because I remember the conversation with him. I cried hysterically. My grandfather. And I don't know, how old was I? 3, 4 maybe? Sitting in the front seat, no car seat, just sitting there. That's how we did things back then. We would get arrested for that these days. Anyhow, so my grandfather says to me, "Why, you could stop crying now. I came to pick you up." And I wouldn't stop crying because I had just experienced a fear that I had. And as life goes on, this fear, right, goes out into the universe. It's very strong. So situations come up. My father moved to Florida. My mother died young. Like, this fear that I cultivated, you know, kept getting reinforced because I really believed that people were always going to leave me. They were always going to abandon me. And rejection too. So the first time that you were rejected, and it's very painful, something that it's hard for you to get over, goes out into the universe. And then these situations keep popping up. So what you want to do is you want to change the way that you feel. So it sounds so corny, it really does. But just writing out things like, I'm always loved, I am worthy, I am surrounded by people that love me. Repeating those things over and over again in your head, your mind remembers it and records it. And the subconscious mind doesn't know what's real and what's fake. So it will help your subconscious mind to believe that. Now, everybody's different. My nephew, Nick, reject him. He doesn't care. He doesn't care. He does not care. So it's each person individually. Now he'll have soul wounds that may be different, but it's not going to be about rejection. It's not, this kid doesn't care. You can tell him Santa's not going to come, and he's like, so what? I don't care. I'll play with Johnny's toys. Like, he's not affected by it. He's a different type of person. Some of us, rejection hits us really hard, and then it really, like feeling not as good, like in elementary school, feeling like my friends were prettier than me, feeling like in junior high I never had a date. Boys didn't like me. Boys liked my friends. They were prettier. They had prettier hair. They had prettier eyes. They were taller, whatever, thinner. It doesn't make a difference. Whatever it is, feeling like that continues to produce more of that feeling, putting that out into the universe, and then what happens is the universe starts to reflect back to you what you believe about yourself. So not that you want to come off confident, conceited and overconfident and like an asshole, but you want to be confident in the person that you are and put out into the universe what you want. So if you find it difficult, it's difficult in the beginning, but if you have trouble with, whatever it is, I use like a blanket statement, like, I always get what I want, or I'm the most important person in my universe, whatever. I'm the God of my universe. I control my thoughts. long-winded baggage spiel, but I think it's important because a lot of people have this experience with the rejection and the abandonment. And the more that you're afraid of that, the more you can call it in. Unreliable people, people that disappear. I mean, I've had a number of disappearing boyfriends. I had one that was a sailor that would come and go, and even when he was home, he never really wanted to see me. So that, and then what happens is you start to expect less from people. So I started to feel like, well, he's home on leave. Maybe he doesn't want to spend all his time with me. There are a lot of people he wants to see. That's okay. I'll talk to him when he has time. So you start to expect less from people, and the less you expect, the less you get, and then it just creates a cycle. So start with like affirmations and, putting more positive things out into the universe. Things like, I'm always accepted by everyone. I am I'm always loved and respected. That kind of stuff. And just keep repeating it over and over again in your head. It's really important too that when you start to feel like this, that you change that feeling. Now we're human. It's not easy, right? Sometimes we're hurt. So when you feel really hurt or you feel like I can't do this, you just say, you know what? It's okay. I feel like this right now. I still get what I want. I'm still going to get what I want. I'm still in control. It's okay. I feel like this right now. Anyway, sorry for that long-winded bad message, but I hope that it helps, because it will help. It will help if you start to change the way that you're thinking. It took me a long time, but EE. Will my marriage end in divorce? It's your choice. 70% chance it will, but if it does, it's your choice. Sarah, I don't think I picked one of these cards for you, so I'm going to pick one of these cards for you first, and then I'm going to go back to EE. All you need is to believe in yourself. See what I mean? There you go. The cards have spoken. EE. Souls that belong together will always find their way back together. If you were to get divorced, it would be your choice. Stephanie. She knows about me, but I don't know if she knows that we have a thing currently. Who wanted to have sex, T or E, on Saturday? I think that she did. I don't think that she wants to let him go. I really don't. Release your worries and receive universal abundance. She's almost coming off a little bit desperate right now, which is good for you, because desperation, nothing good ever comes out of acting desperate, ever. Ever. That's very low vibration. So she may be doing things out of desperation, which is going to backfire. Hey, what are you doing? What are you doing? Listen, you just can't crawl yet. You're too little. You got to wait about another month or so. Stephanie, did he have sex with her since being with me? Okay, let me see. All right, lovey love. Here, why don't you finish off this? Yeah, that's what you wanted? All right. Go ahead, finish it off. No, you don't want that? All right. I think he has. I do think he has. Adventure awaits, go find it. Yeah, I think he has. Hey, what's happening? What's happening? Want to sit up? Hey, why are you crying? Why are you crying? You need a bath. We're going to give you a bath soon. You're crusty. Why are you crying? EE, do you see us moving from our current area in the fall? All right, relax, relax. You got a 70% chance that you're moving in the fall. The more loving care you give yourself, the more you'll have to give to others. Stephanie, what are his feelings towards her? He cares for her, but I don't think that he's so much in love with her anymore. It looks like there's weakness around their relationship, unsuccessfulness, and it's out of balance. It doesn't seem like he's so in love with her anymore. I mean, he cares for her as a person, but I think that's pretty much where it ends. According to Greek mythology, humans were originally created with 4 arms, 4 legs, a head with 2 faces. Fearing their power, Zeus split them into 2 separate beings, condemning them to spend the rest of their lives in search for the other half. I don't think, he's not in love with her anymore, but he does care for her. He feels bad hurting her, but Zahira, will Y and I overcome obstacles with the families and get married eventually? Okay, let's see. You know what? You have a 70% chance that you guys are going to get married and work things out, and your families will be okay with it. It may take a little bit of time. It may take a little bit of work, but I think you're going to be all right. Try to be a rainbow in somebody else's cloud. Stay focused on the positive. I think it can work out for you. Josette, what actions will Dre take with us since I don't contact him? Is he missing me? He's slow and steady. You got the Knight of Pentacles, but you also have the Sun here, which means he's going to reach out to you at some point if he doesn't hear from you. But he likes you pursuing him, and I don't think that that's fair. Relationships don't work like that. Everything that you've ever wanted is on the other side of fear. Once he realizes that you're not going to do all the work, he'll start putting in a little bit more effort. Alpha Omega donated. Okay, let me see. I haven't seen blue hearts yet. Oh, here we go. Am I going to hear from one of the behavioral hospitals for an interview soon? Can I put you down, Lovey? I just want to give these a good shuffle. Gotta give them a good shuffle. Yes, you will. And there's also success around this. You can get what you want here. Souls that belong to each other always find their way back together. This could be your soul's calling. You may get something soon. Zazia Katoon, my boyfriend Talib comes. Will there be a reconciliation? Okay, let's see. Yes, there will be a reconciliation. Probably sooner than you think, too. It looks like it's coming up soon. Your dreams can come true if you have the courage to pursue them. All right, baby. All right, baby. All right. Okay, let's cut off the super chats because she's starting to fuss, and I think I have to change her. You have to be changed and take a bath because you're crusty. All right, all right, all right, all right, all right. Hey, 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 hey. Why don't you finish this off while I finish my last bunch? All right. You're almost done. I'm almost done. Tara, when do you see me leaving my current job? Timing. All right, let's see. Six of Spades. 6 could be the month of June. If not, it would be in the fall. Stop criticizing yourself. You are perfect just the way you are. And we get another newbie here. Welcome, Cosmic Elements. What is the Taurus currently feeling and thinking towards me? Thinks that you are perseverant, well-grounded, down to earth. Thinks you're attractive. You may be hearing from them out of the blue. They think that you're loving, kind, attractive comes up again, unique, dependable, and there's celebration around the situation. They think good of you. They think highly of you. Life is tough, but so are you. Kira, why didn't my non-biological dad's ex-wife not like me? Why didn't my non-biological dad ex-wife not like me? It's bizarre. It's not that she didn't like you as a person. It's that she felt like you changed his life. And it may be that you changed his life in a way that she never could. So it's like there's an element of jealousy there. It's not that she didn't like you as a person. It's that it was what you represented or what you did for him that she couldn't do for him. It's kind of like a jealousy thing. I never understood like mothers, wives, ex-wives, stepwives, stepmothers being jealous of the children. But I've seen a lot of it in recent years where I would be like, listen, it's his kid or it's his stepdaughter. She's not a threat to you. But some women, it says a lot about them, their character. I have found the one that my soul loves. She just may have resented the connection he had with you. Biology. It doesn't make you a father to be, I don't think he could have loved you more had you biologically been his. I don't think one thing has to do with the other. And I think that there was a level of resentment there that she had, which has nothing to do with you, but it feels like it does. Like I used to read for a woman who was having an affair with a guy who had 2 sons, I think, and a daughter. And for some reason, she was so desperately jealous of his relationship with his daughter. She had a daughter. The shoe was always on the other foot when it came to her daughter. But she was so jealous. She hated his daughter. And I was like, it's his kid. Like, why do you feel that way about her? How is she such a threat to you? But she was. Anyway. I've answered that question before about from Kiki about, was it the one about going back to school or something? I believe I answered it before, and I said that I didn't think he was going back to school. Was that the one? Was that the one? And then even Mel said that it was a free will thing. Kiki, what was the question? Was your question the one about somebody returning to school in the fall? Because if it was, I've done that one. I did that one already. And I remember saying it was a low percent that he was going to come back to school. And Mel even said that it was his free will was going to take over. Remember? If it's the right one that I'm thinking about. I don't know. I'm still behind on these super chats. Anna, how is Jay doing this evening? What's on his mind? You're laughing at me? You think I'm silly? He's doing okay tonight. He's feeling pretty happy. It looks like he's thinking about different things, a little undecided, maybe different things in his life. He's feeling a little bit stable or more grounded when it comes to money and finances. He may be contemplating a couple of things. The contemplation is around him. He may even have a new work project coming up, something that he's been thinking about work-wise. Stop criticizing yourself. You are perfect just the way you are. Laugh. I only did one for Mary Elena, so if she had another one, then yes, I did skip her. Mary Elena, if I skipped you, send it with purple hearts. Laugh. How does the Sagittarius feel about me currently? Feels that you are smart, perseverant, happy, attractive, well-balanced, peaceful, serene, creative. Life is a great big canvas. Throw all the paint on it that you can. Kira, will my Auntie Candace ever find love again, and when? Yes, 70% chance, yes. There may be somebody around her right now that she's just not seeing. Somebody around her that's like hasn't stepped up yet. It could be before the end of the year. Souls that belong to each other will always find a way to get back together. Anna, why am I thinking heavily of my deceased father? And what does he want to say to me? He's probably around you. Let's see. He's around you right now. Did you have a rough relationship with him? Because it looks like there is, like I want to tell you that I'm sorry. Release your worries and receive universal abundance. It looks like there's regret around him. Like maybe he wants to apologize for something. What's the matter, puppy? What's the matter? Come on, turn around. Turn around, lover. All right. We're almost done. Oh. All right. I'm sorry. Oh, no. Don't cry. All right, you're okay. All right, baby. All right. I'm sorry. All right. Look at this. Look. Hey, who's that crying baby in there? Who's that crying baby? All right. Yeah, you laughing? You see yourself? Do you see yourself? Oh, did I make it through the super chats? Oh, I have one here for Tara. And then let me know about Kiki, if I answered that one or not. Or if I still need to answer it. Tara, by when can I expect love in life? It could be this August. You got love coming in August. The more loving care you give to yourself, the more you'll have to give to others. All right. You got an earth sign around you, Taurus, Capricorn, or Virgo coming in. All right, baby. Okay. We're almost done. All right. Anna, will my golden years be better than most of my adult life? I'm tired of struggling to pay bills. Let me see. Will my golden years be better? They're going to be much better. I think that they're going to be 70% better than what you've been living up until this point. You're about to move into a steady and reliable path. Lady, who is my next boyfriend? The next guy coming in, that will be a boyfriend relationship. Can be a very honest, well-behaved, forward-moving Cancer who's very down-to-earth, well-grounded in their celebration around the situation. Release your worries and receive universal abundance. Ashmi, it's a general love reading. It looks like you may be walking away from something that no longer works for you and heading towards things that work a little bit better. No longer holding yourself back. Money's coming in around you too, and all 10 cups being full. It looks like laying down the law, and there's an adventurous Sagittarius around you that may be bringing in a lot of happy, carefree, spontaneous times in the near future. You are spiritually connected to those you love. All right, baby, what's happening? What's happening, huh, Chunka? What's happening? Adriana, what does he think of me when missing me? He thinks of a lot of different things. He thinks a lot. 4 of Cups. He thinks like along the terms of Knight of Cups is romance, justice, balance. Thinks of the times that you had in the past, general reminiscing. That's what he thinks of. Like whatever you used to do in the past, he thinks about those times. Avery, please stop. Love yourself as much as you want your soulmate to love you. We're almost done, baby. Oh, baby. Brandy, why is there no communication with Deborah if he's thinking of me so much? Okay. Serena, no, I haven't done for Serena. So, if it's a newbie, send it with a green heart, and I'll make sure I get to it. You're probably going to be hearing from him, Deverick. Right now, he's feeling a little stuck in the mud. He may be even not connecting with his intuition, feeling a little bit stuck overall, feeling like he doesn't have a good time right now, like the powers that be are not favoring him. But that's going to all move into the past, and you got the knight in shining armor here, which means you should be hearing from him. He has been thinking about you, and you should be hearing from him. Maybe not right away. It may take some time. The hottest love has the coldest end. Give it a little bit of time. I mean, he's thinking about you. It's like maybe just a matter of time before you do hear from him. Serena, is it better for Bindi if I leave her where she is or move her to the food market where she was? Okay. Should we leave Bindi where she was? I think moving her to the food market would be better. I have found the one that my soul loves. I think you got a special connection to this cat. I don't know. It looks like you got a special connection with that cat. Zara, what's next for me in the Libra? The Libra wants forward movement. You've got magic around you. You can have anything you want. You can make it to the top of the mountain with the Libra. But he's feeling a little bit burdened by the situation. You have good the powers that be surrounding you. You're going to be calling the shots. Adventure waits. Go for it. I think the Libra is going to want a little bit more from you. I know that you told him to get lost, right? But I think that that he wants more to come. All right. I don't even know what it is that you want, Scooch. No, I met the Pisces, like you said, the new guy, but he's got 4 kids and is still involved with the mother of his kids. I'm not interested in being a third wheel. Is he the one that's been coming up? Okay, let's see. Oh, boy. Yes, he is. And Knight of Cups. He's gonna pursue you. I understand the whole thing about if he's still involved with that other woman. But let's see what happens between them. Your life does not change by chance. Your life does not get better by chance. It gets better by change. I don't think you're going to get involved with him if he's with that other woman, but I don't know. He may be cutting ties there. It looks like he wants to pursue you a little bit more. And I think that he knows that you're not going to get involved with him if he's not totally single. And you're not going to take the backseat to this other woman. So he's going to have to get himself right. Otherwise, it's not going to happen for him. All right, I'm going to go. I probably won't be on again tonight until like 9:30. So I'll see you guys then. All right, Scooch, I'm going to give you a bath. Thank you all. I'll see you in a little bit. Have a good afternoon. Bye-bye.